What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about syrup maple finance today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It is the 17th day of May today. Here we are, about 22 hours, 20 minutes left in the day. 33.5 cents is the price right now. We do have bearish divergence on the daily time frame. We've got a little bit bearish divergence on the 4-hour too. We're going to go through all this, okay? I did sell. I'm not holding any syrup at the moment. I do think that it's going to go lower. And I think it's going to have a rather significant drop. The reason why, if we're looking at syrup here on Coinbase, where there actually is volume, look at it on a 4-hour basis. You had the absence of volume here when you're consolidating, and as you started to build, volume came in. That's good. As you build, volume came in. That's good, but it wasn't really enough. And beyond that, you saw above average volume consistently here, but you didn't go anywhere. That's not a good thing. And oftentimes, whenever you see that, it gets you set up for a rather abrupt drop. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I am expecting a rather abrupt drop. We're at 33.5 cents now. That drop could be, and it's not going to be too significant, right? It's not going to be like an 80% drop or a 50% drop, right? But it could be 20% or somewhere around there. If we're looking at this, my expectation would be at least like 12.5 cents, or sorry, 12.5%, my bad. If not at most, maybe something around like 30%, yeah? I doubt that we go below this low, but we might interact with it. Okay, so maybe not quite 30%, less than 30%, but more than 10%. Does that make sense? Okay, and I do think that we're going to drop there. If we're looking at the 4-hour RSI, we've been finding resistance at this area time and time again. Yes, you're getting overbought, and that's nice, but you're not really doing anything with it, right? I think that you are going to reject this. I think it's kind of like you're rejecting the overbought zone, and I think that you will come down. If we're looking at this from a daily perspective, from the low to the, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Low to high here. The 236 is right here at about 25.6 cents. I could really see you going there. If we look at syrup on the crypto charts here, we take a high here to a low there. You've gone just above your 1618. You've broken out. Why aren't you going? Why aren't you going to your 1886200 level? Why haven't you done that? In moments like this, it makes me think because you're not ready. And if you're not ready, where are you going to go? Well, you've been productive. You found support at your 786. You found support here at a higher low. You found resistance at your 1272, where you then finally broke out and found support on it there, continually showing productiveness, finding support at these higher levels. My thoughts are you'll find support somewhere probably around this 1414, if not just above it. So something that's around like 28, 25 cents, somewhere in that zone, which would promote about an 18% drop. That fits the parameters that we've given it. Yeah, 18 to 19% drop. Something around 27 cents to 28 cents is what I would expect. If not lower, sure, you could go all the way back to your 1272, but I doubt you go below 24 cents. Okay, I really do doubt that you go below 24 cents. From a low here to a high there, yeah. Yeah, I would even extend that and say you probably don't go too much below 28 cents, if at all below 28 cents. But you're here now at 33.6 cents, and that, refining that a little bit more, gives you a drop percentage of about 15%. So about a 15% drop, and that's at prior support here, 236 there, prior resistance there. It makes sense. So something around a 15 to a 16% drop would make sense to me. Do that over the weekend, probably, and then next week you'll continue to run up higher. Get rid of this overboughtness, come down out of the overbought zone, replace your bearish divergence with lower highs and higher highs, replace that bearish divergence with hidden bullish divergence, get some lower lows in your RSI, and then have the higher lows in the price. And whenever you do that, you'll really be ready to rip, man. I think that you're consolidating to the upward. I think you're consolidating very, very well here as well. And this kind of look could set you up for a really big breakout, right? I think you want to break out. I just don't think you're doing it yet, but I think you will. And where you're going to go, my guess would be, because you're already interacting, kind of you're reaching for this area, my guess would be that when you finally do break out higher, you're not going to stop here. You're probably going to go to 55 cents to 73 cents really, really fast. You're at 33.5 cents with the prospects to go down to about 24 cents, 28 cents, somewhere in that zone, right? 29 cents maybe. With that in mind, you could go up to 55 cents to 73 cents, likely by the end of the month of May. That's some good growth in a very short amount of time. And I think that you will grow well beyond that by the end of June, by the end of this next alt run, and certainly even more than that by the end of the bull season, the bull cycle. I got nothing else for you guys. I don't think that I have anything else that I want to say. Weekly RSI, one day, 23 hours left in the week here. Closing green like this is nice. We're carrying on with the overbought zone. This tells me that weekly we have more work to do. But daily, looking at this, maybe we cool off a little bit first, and then we continue to grow. Yeah, that's all I got. All right, take care. Bye-bye. See you on the next one. Adios.